he claimed I was doing at least 75. I didn't tell him how fast I was going because honestly I didn't know. And I was most likely doing at least 100 because he said he was doing 70 and I was still pulling away. So, but my mugshot don't look too bad though, for real. Like, you see I got the same shit on. What's up with that? What's up though, YouTube? I'm Deron the Mastodon and welcome to another episode of Respect the Six. And if you're new to the series, be sure to check out the other episodes of Respect the Six. If you're rocking with the content, go ahead and like those videos and subscribe to the channel. So we finally at the episode I've been waiting to fucking do, and that's talking about my arrest and the outcome of my reckless driving charge that I got hit with. All right, so last month I had dropped a video about my arrest, only giving y'all brief ass details. As soon as I bonded out, I did record a video, but I did miss some details, and there were some details in the story that I didn't really expand on in the original video, but again, I just had bonded out. I might throw in some clips from that original video in this video, but what I really want to do is I want to take y'all on the route from where this shit started. Let me backtrack. I got arrested for reckless driving. What I really did was I was racing. So I'm gonna take y'all on the route from where the shit began with me in this car all the way to the point where I had got arrested. And it wasn't no from one light to another light. Like, we went through like several lights. I already know somebody's gonna be wondering and asking, hey, Deron, do you have any footage of this race? Cause you know, y'all gonna want some proof. You know what I'm saying? Proof or it didn't happen, but actually it did happen because y'all see the thumbnail. That's a real ass motherfucking mugshot. If y'all watched my last episode, that thumbnail too, y'all see what the fuck happened. Like, it's all legit. I just don't have no footage of what happened. So it's either y'all gotta take my word for it or y'all just ain't gonna believe me. So, but I'm gonna be honest about what happened because, you know what I'm saying, I got no reason to lie. All right, for those of you that are wondering what kind of car I was racing, it was a 5th gen Mustang. And I know for a fact it wasn't no 2010 because it didn't have the facelift. So it's definitely a 2005 to 2009. So that leaves me with two options. Either it was the 3.8 liter V6, which was putting out, I think, 210 horsepower and 240 pound-feet of torque stock, or the 4.6 liter V8, I believe that's what it was, 300 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque. I'm gonna say it was the V8 just because of how the race went. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was the V6, he wouldn't have fucking fucked with me. Stock for stock, he would have got his ass beat. Stock with a modded V6 would have got his ass beat. The light would turn green, I'll let him go first. You know what I'm saying? I ain't take the hit, I'll let him take the hit. And then I'll catch up to him and I'll pass him. And he wasn't slowing down. It wasn't that he was slowing down and that's why I passed him. It was his car wasn't fucking with my high-end torque. Like, we all know the V6 is, the torque on the low end fucking sucks. But on the high end, if you do your mods right, you know what I'm saying, that high-end torque kick in, bro, it's a game changer. And this roar pedal, I haven't seen my roar pedal install and review. Go check that out because that shit helped tremendously. When you get rid of that lag in your throttle response, bruh, and you racing, it helps out so much, yo. If you want to get a pedal commander, you can, but I recommend the roar pedal because it's cheaper. If anybody want to sit up here and deny that my modded V6 can't fuck with no 5th gen V8 Mustang that's either stock or lightly modded, yeah, you haven't been paying attention to the shit that I done did to this motherfucking car, bro. You know, certain cars I don't be trying because I know for sure I can't fuck with them, but like a 5th gen Mustang, bro, you got a V6 that's modded, bro, fucking try they ass, yo. You're never supposed to underestimate what's under a man's hood, I know that shit, but some people be asking for it. So at this light that's coming up right here, this is where the shit all began. It was a red light. I pulled up next to him and shit. I had no intentions of fucking racing this dude, but light turned green. This motherfucker took off on me, right? So I was like, all right. I was on my way to work, so I shouldn't have even done this shit, right? So I was like, he took off on me. I was like, bet, let's have some fun tonight. So by the time I got around here, I already passed his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew for a fact that his little V8 Mustang wasn't fucking with my shit. This shit sounded good. I ain't gonna cap. It sounded good, but I just knew for a fact that once I caught up and passed his ass, he got mad about that shit too. Like, this light was green too that we went through. Same thing with this light. This light turned green. He hit that bitch. I let him hit it too. And I swear to God, yo, by the time we got under this bitch right here, right about here, I had already passed his ass again. And you know what I'm saying? That just made his ass mad, yo. Like, I could tell he really wanted to pass me up, but I wasn't letting up off the throttle. You know what I'm saying? If he would have beat me and I couldn't catch up to him, I would have just stopped. You understand what I'm saying? I would have just went on to work, not even tried him again, but I was having too much fun beating his ass. So at this light right here, we were both next to each other. It was a red light. I told myself, when the light turned green, I'm fucking going. I don't give a fuck. So we hit it, right? again, my low end torque fucking sucks, and I'm pretty sure I was racing a V8 Mustang because once again he was beating me as soon as the light turned green. But right about, I say right about here, that's when I caught up to him and then passed his ass, and I did not see his ass get in front of me after that. Like, he stayed behind me. I can't tell y'all like how fast my car is because I haven't taken it to a dyno yet. Y'all already know that shit, but my shit was fucking moving that night. I swear to God it was. I'm sitting up here just laughing my ass off like this motherfucker can't fuck with destiny. I don't know why I keep trying. I would let up off the gas and let him catch up a little bit, and then I'll just hit that bitch again and be gone. And I was pissing his ass off. And I was gonna make a right at this light that's coming up here, but I couldn't because there was a car in this lane blocking me. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go straight through the light. And he had got behind me once we approached this light up here. And when the light had turned green, you know what I'm saying, I had went, but I ain't like punch it or anything like that. It was just normal shit. But he was on my ass, so I moved over to this lane right here that I'm in right now, and we was at it again. And at some point, some black fucking SUVs, I think cop cars, was coming in the opposite direction, and they fucking seen the shit, right? And I didn't see they ass because my eyes was fucking zoned out on the fucking road. So I didn't know them cops busted a fucking U-turn, hit their lights, and they was after us. I didn't know that shit because I had tunnel vision. Like, literally, my brain blocked out everything to the side of me, everything behind me. Like, my eyes was just focused solely on the road. So I didn't even fucking know the cops was behind me, or else I would have fucking stopped. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to have the cops chase me in no fucking V6. Come on, yo. So, so he was running and shit. Like, I can't tell you how fast I was going. Like, the cop didn't even get my fucking speed. He just assumed I was going at least 75, because it's 45 down this way. And I could have stopped at this light too, or stopped somewhere around here for the cops, but I didn't. Because again, I did not see the cops. I didn't hear the sirens because my music was turned the fuck up. So when I seen this SUV in the lane next to me, it was hitting its brake as it was passing this green light. So I was like, what the fuck is it doing? So as I passed it, I like let up off the gas. I passed and I was looking to the left to see this, you know, who was in the car. And all of a sudden, this Mustang was fucking in the middle fucking turn lane, just fucking doing the dash and shit. And I'm like, he's still trying to go again? So, you know, I'm still coasting and shit because I'm not finna run with this motherfucker again. And all of a sudden, we get to this light right here. I didn't get in this lane, but I was in the other lane. He just ran straight through the red light. So I'm like, what the fuck is this dude on? Then when I look then I look behind me and shit, and then I seen just for a brief second some flashing lights get cut off. So all of a sudden I'm looking behind myself and shit, and I'm like, damn, is that a cop car behind me and shit? And I just seen that big ass fucking light on the side of the car, and I'm like, fuck, bro, they got me. They finna light me up as soon as the light turned green. And that's exactly what the fuck happened, yo. Light turned green, immediately I got lit the fuck up, yo. So I pulled over at this Fidelity that's up here, Fidelity Investments. And you know what I'm saying, I got my car towed and shit. It was a shitty ass night. And like, literally not this light, but the next light, all I had to do was bust a right and I'd be on my way to work. Literally 2 lights away. And I got fucking stopped. But y'all see how far me and this dude was going at it. And like, at no point was he fucking beating me. Like, he'll beat me off the line, but real quick I'll catch up and I'll pass his ass. Because his Mustang, it must have been stock or very lightly modded. It didn't really look like it was in the best of shape because the muffler was hanging down on the back. So, come on, bitch. Pay attention, ho. Stupid. So the cop told me, I'm getting a little ahead of the story, that if I would have passed this light right here, I would have been in Kentwood, and they bond is like $400 to $500. Grand Rapids is only like $100 some. So I got lucky as shit, right? So I get pulled over, and I only had enough time to get my registration out. That's all the time I had before them motherfuckers was right at my fucking windows and shit. I had enough time to roll down both my windows, pull out my registration, that was it. He was already at my window, boom, asked for the ID. I said, hey, can I reach in my pocket? Because that's where it's at. And of course, you know, I got 2 cops on the side of me and shit, flashing their lights on the inside of my car. You know, I pull out my wallet slowly. You don't want to reach for anything real quickly when you're dealing with the cops, especially when they piss the fuck off at what you was doing. I pull out my ID, give it to him. He asks for my insurance, pull it up on my phone, I show him. Then he's all like, put your phone on the dash, I need you to step out the car. So right before I'm about to step out the car, I hear one of the other officers tell his ass, ask him about a firearm, ask him about a firearm. So the cop stops me before I get out the car and he's all like, do you have any firearms on you? And I said, no, my firearm is not on me. And I said that loud and clear to his fucking face. And he asked me again, and I got pissed off immediately. I repeated myself, my firearm is not with me. So boom, I get out the car, hands on your head. I had injured my shoulder playing basketball in August. I injured my rotator cuff, so it still fucking hurts to this day. And so when he had took my right arm to put it behind my back, I kind of grimaced a little bit. I don't know if that's the right word, but I kind of grimaced in pain. And it caused me to take my left hand off my head, and all they asked, it was 3 of them, just started yelling at me, keep your left hand on your head, don't move your left hand, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn, bro, you fucking tripping, yo. But, I mean, that's what it is when you get pulled over by the cops and they on edge. That's all it is to it, they on edge. So you gotta, you know, as a brother, I gotta play it cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to be face down in cement or something. I keep my attitude in check, even though I know for a fact that they're judging me. And I know that they're judging me. I got a bunch of tattoos on my brother and a fucking Charger that's modded out and shit. They judging me. They probably thinking I'm a gang banger or a fucking drug dealer. And I could tell the cop that arrested me, he was thinking that shit in the beginning. But when he started talking to me, because I know what y'all gonna say, oh, Duran, yeah, he did tell me about he did read my Miranda rights. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, Duran, you shouldn't talk to the cops. But when this motherfucker put me in the back of the car and told me he was gonna charge me with evading the cops, I had to let him know that that's not what it was. I don't think he believed me at first when I told him I had tunnel vision. That's why I didn't see his ass. So he had made a call to his supervisor or whatever. Come back in the car. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to charge you with evading the cops, but I will charge you with reckless driving. You're still going to get charged with that. So I was like, hey, that's cool with me. Some of the questions he asked, I didn't really give him too much of an answer because he did make a note that a lot more people have a lot to say usually when they get arrested, and he noticed that I didn't really have a lot to say. And I told him, like, I ain't never been arrested before, so I don't even know what to say. And it's probably a good thing I don't know what to say, because then I remain silent. You understand what I'm saying? And he recommended that I go to a track if I got a need for speed. I'm actually gonna listen to him on that advice, because I do want to take my car to the track, because I really don't know how to race this bitch for real.
But in my honest opinion, you're taking away from what this car is really meant to do, and that's to be reliable, to look good, to be fun. And like I said, this isn't a race car. It's hard to make it a race car.
Once I get the performance mods done, the rest of them, it'll be good content for y'all, so y'all can see how my mods do on my V6 and when I take it to a track, like the type of numbers that I get. Anyway, so he take me to Kent County and shit. So I don't know how long I'm in handcuffs for, but the shit was so uncomfortable from my shoulder. My wrist was hurting because the bitches was on there tight as hell. Like, I even have like bruise, like it bruised my right wrist, how tight he had the motherfucking cuffs on. But real talk, I was only in Kent County for maybe no more than 3 hours, honestly, because I got pulled over around 10:30 and I was out of Kent County by like, I don't know, 2 a.m. So I was really only in there for like 2.5 hours, because, you know, I bonded myself out. So y'all see right here, man, it was $109 right here. Oh, and these motherfuckers, bro, they took money out of my wallet and didn't give it back, yo. I had $6 in my wallet. Like, $6 ain't shit. But earlier this week, I had over $100 in my wallet. So imagine if I got pulled over with $100-some in my wallet and they take that shit and I leave the jail and know and see that my money ain't there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but $6, they stole that shit, but it is what it is. They should have took that shit off my damn bond. That's what they should have did. I was so pissed about how much it cost me to get my car back after they impounded it. And I'm gonna show you a clip of it, because I got a clip. All right, it cost me $200 to get my car back, right? Just to have it fucking towed was $160. Then they charged me $40 for an abandoned fee. My car wasn't fucking abandoned, yo. If I would had the opportunity to call somebody to come pick my car up, I would have. But that's some gay ass shit, man. November 24th, I had my Zoom conference meeting with the arraignment attorney, and he pretty much just told me like the process. He said that since it was like my first real offense, that I could get it dropped down to a negligent driving charge, which would only have been 3 points on my license. I still would have had to pay fines and shit. But I was like, that's better than a misdemeanor. I don't really care. So, you know what I'm saying? I told him, hey, you know, tell him that, you know, I plead not guilty, and then we'll go from there. Fast forward to December 15th, I have my pre-trial, right? Another Zoom conference meeting and shit. So this is where things get a little interesting. Talking to the attorney, and she's asking me, have I been in trouble like this before? And I told her, no, this is my first time being arrested. And when I told her that, she had made this face, like she was like, you know, shocked by it. And when she had made that face, I could tell she was kind of shocked that I had got arrested, because I had watched a YouTube video. Some dude, I think his name's like Hello, I'm Jensen or some shit like that. And he was doing fucking donuts in a back roads in his Hellcat. Cops came, charged him with reckless driving, but they didn't take away his car. They didn't arrest his ass like I got arrested. So I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have got arrested, but then again, he was doing donuts. I was racing, so it's a different thing. But yeah, she looked like she was shocked that I had said I got arrested. She was like, oh, they took you to jail? I was like, yeah, they took me to King County. She's like, did you have a bond? I was like, yeah, I had a bond. So she was like, all right, let me look up your driver information. So she looks it up. She's like, the only thing you have is a speeding ticket from August, correct? And I said, yep, that's the only thing I got. She was like, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna tell you, don't race anymore. Don't be out here speeding. If someone think they're faster than you, just let them think that. And the reason why she told me that was because she decided to dismiss the case. I think that primarily has to deal with the fact that I have a good driving record. Like, I literally only have that one ticket from August on my record right now. So it definitely pays to have a fucking good ass driving record, man. Because I definitely got so fucking lucky. So I ain't gotta deal with no misdemeanor. I ain't gotta deal with no fines. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna fucking race on 28th Street. That street is fucking hot to begin with. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't like Mustangs. I'm gonna be real. I don't like Mustangs. I'm not gonna hate on them because there's some good looking Mustangs. I just don't fucking like them. I don't fuck with them. I'm just not gonna do it on 28th Street no more, because that's like the highest fucking street in Grand Rapids. You know, Kentwood, Wyoming, and Grand Rapids police be patrolling that shit. I definitely need to get a fucking police radar, because that probably would have saved my fucking ass right there. I know that bitch ass dude that ran the light, he got away from the cops. I know he was probably calling me a dumbass for stopping at that light. But at the end of the day, when you tell somebody that you got in trouble for racing, or that you were out racing and whatnot, the first question they gonna ask you is, did you win? Now, he might fucking cap to his little friends and say that, yeah, I beat that charger, blah, blah. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. He did not fucking beat me. At the end of the day, I won this shit. I beat his ass in the race. My case got fucking dismissed. You know what I'm saying? No fine, no misdemeanor. I won this shit all the way around. And them cops, when I got arrested, them cops tried to make little fucking jokes and shit. You know what I'm saying? One of the cops had asked me, you know, what kind of charger I had. I told him, you know, V6. And he kind of like chuckled a little bit. And I told him straight up, in handcuffs, I told him, this ain't your average V6. So I didn't lose. You know, they try to make jokes like, oh, he lost, pointing at me and shit. Like, I didn't fucking lose. I don't give a fuck. Y'all arrested me. I had to pay $100 some to get bonded out, $200 some to get my baby back. But at the end of the day, that was it. That's all I had to pay. Yeah, I missed a night of work, but it is what it is. That Mustang can sit up there and cap to his peoples that he beat me, but nah, he didn't. He fucking lost. He got lucky. He ran away. You know, I'm glad I, was smart enough not to continue to run that red light or run from the cops, because I don't need a fucking felony right now. I didn't want to leave out any details, so if this video is like super long or longer than my regular videos, my bad, but I really wanted to give y'all as much details from that night as I remember. So I got lucky. As I said, I got lucky. No misdemeanor, no fines. I gotta drive smarter anyway, because it's the winter. And, the road is gonna be slippery and shit, so I can't drive crazy no way. I'm not trying to get into an accident. I already done fucked up my front bumper and my side fender twice already, so I'm not trying to do that shit for a third consecutive year. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up this episode of Respect to 6, man. I hope y'all like the story. Go ahead and hit the like button if you fuck with the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But until then, y'all already know I got one question for you.
Are you in the mafia?
Am I in the what?